Hey guys, it's Tiffany of Trevor Angel Books, and I am going to give you my Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix book review. Now, I'm not going to do what I usually do and go really deep into spoilers. For the most part, just about everyone has read the movies, so I'm just going to talk about a few key characters that are mentioned in the movie, but most of all, give my thoughts on this book, just because it does kind of open a few things, and well, it explains a bit more than the book does. You also understand a lot more of what's going on and everything. For the most part, I'm terrible at synopsis, but the synopsis for this book is Harry Potter enters his 5th year at Hogwarts, where things start going against him, and he has to try and figure out how to control his temper and try and figure out what's really going on around him, because there's something not right, and there's very few people who believe him. So that is the synopsis, the best synopsis I can come up with, bigger than this one. And yeah, I don't know why it took me so long, but I gave this a 5 out of 5 star because the story arc just kind of made sense. You understood Harry's character and emotions a lot better in this, and you also understand Snape's hatred towards Harry, even though it's not really towards Harry. If you've watched the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not watched the movie, it's pretty much common knowledge that Snape hates Harry. It's common knowledge about that. And one character that everyone in the world just straight up hates. Like, you think Voldemort would be the most hated person in this entire series. No, the most hated person is in this series for I think like 2 books, maybe? This one and I think another one, maybe 2 or 3 books. I haven't read Half-Blood Prince or Deathly Hallows yet, so I do not know. But I know that in this book, Dolores Umbridge, you became the definition of the worst human being on earth. You really did in this book. Jesus. I hated Umbridge in the movies. I hated her even more in the book. There's just something about her that made me hate her so much. And there were parts of this that was just, oh, and then you have Harry's Harry has a slight ego in this, but I can understand where the ego is coming from. If you've read the first 4 books or watched the first 4 movies, you kind of understand. Well, it's not really an ego, it's more of a temper. You understand it a lot better in this book. So it was just absolutely, this was one of those books where it's like the author purposely created someone in which everyone instantly hated. Like, you cannot love Dolores Umbridge. I mean, if you read what's the book called? I think it's Pottermore Presents Potions, Politics, and Pesky Poltergeists. I think that's what it's called. I probably just screwed that up. But you kind of understand Dolores Umbridge a bit better if you read that book. But this book, however, nothing but hatred. Just nothing but hatred for Dolores. And that's pretty much all I kind of want to go into. But you definitely do understand Harry's character a lot better. You kind of understand why he's the way he is and why there's certain things he cannot control. So I would strongly recommend reading this series if you have not read them at all. If you just watched the movies, read the books, because even though it just puts a character in your head when you're reading, the books give so much more explanation and so much more detail to things that you would never expect. Prisoner of Azkaban is still probably my favorite book in the series, but this is a close second for me. Maybe when I'm done the series, I'll actually rank my favorite books. I don't know, but that's all I'm going to talk about for this. I'm not going to do a spoiler part of this review just because I always do. I never do it any justice, and that is not fair for these series. So I would really strongly recommend reading this if you've never read the series, and please just check it out. And I'm still really, if you've watched my booktube wrap-up video, I'm still really annoyed that Phoenix is now gone from the cover and the side. I think I was just a little too handsy with the book and I just rubbed it off. I don't know. But that is it for my Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix review. Leave a comment down below if you've read the book, what you thought of the book. If you just watched the movie, do you think you would be interested in reading the book? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, or if you just really like Harry Potter. Subscribe, because I'm trying to get back to posting videos on this channel. I did have a couple month hiatus, and then I went on a week hiatus, but and hit the bell if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Until next time, happy reading. Why am I doing that? Until next time, happy reading.